Okay, good morning. Welcome to
MathPractice number 104.
Math Practice number 104. Now we're going on a little field trip today, right? So we're not doing our normal school, but I wanted to do the movie, and we're studying multiplying, right?
Yeah.
So I thought I'd show you something pretty neat. You, yesterday, as part of your homework and part of what we did in class, you made yourself a multiplication table that went up from 0 to 10, right? Mm-hmm. Is that pretty fun?
Yeah.
Yeah. And let me show you what you can do after you make that multiplication table now. Now you know how to multiply 16 times 23. Did you know that? Mm-hmm. 16, you did know that?
Yeah.
Times 23. So here's how we do it. We would say this is the same as 10 plus 6 plus 20 plus 3. Sorry for the shadows on the screen. And now we just multiply everything together. 10 times 20, 10 times 3, 6 times 20, and 6 times 3. Okay? Yeah. 10 times 20. Well, that shouldn't be too hard. Well, let's leave it like that for a second. 10 times 3, 6 times 20, and 6 times 3. Okay, so now, you know what 10 times 3 is from your multiplication table, right?
Yeah.
What is it?
30.
You know what 6 times 3 is from your multiplication table, right?
Yeah.
What is it?
18.
18. And now we have to see if we can figure out 10 times 20 and 6 times 20. Ooh. Well, let's talk about 6 times 20. What multiplication does that look like in your multiplication table?
Well, the multiplication, well,
You don't have 6 times 20 in your multiplication table, but you have something it kind of looks like.
Well, 6 is close to 10.
It kind of looks like 6 times 2, but there's this extra 0.
So maybe we could do 6 times 2 and add a 0?
Yeah, 6 times 2 and then add a 0. Because 6 times 20, I don't have a lot of room on this board, 6 times 20 is the same as 6 times 2 times 10. Okay? So what is 6 times 2?
That's 12.
So what's 6 times 20?
120.
120. Now 10 times 20. What does that kind of look like that's in your multiplication table?
It kind of looks like 10 times 2, and then add a 0.
Yeah. So what is 10 times 20?
Well, 10 times 2 is 20, that's 200.
200. All right. Okay, so when we're trying to multiply 16 times 23, really we just have to do 10 times 20, 10 times 3, 6 times 20, and 6 times 3, which is 200 plus 30 plus 120 plus 18. Ooh, you think we can do that?
Yep.
All right, which ones do you want to add together first?
How about 200 plus 120?
All right, what's that?
That's 320.
Okay, so this is the same. I got to move up here because I don't have my bigger board. This is the same as 320 plus, what's 30 plus 18?
It's 48.
48. And do you know what 320 plus 48 is?
Well, 20 plus 40 is 60, and then you just add an 8, so that's 368.
368. This is 16 times 23. Can you believe that?
Whoa.
Whoa. So you learned how to do 16 times 23 only by making that multiplication table yesterday. So that's why that multiplication table is kind of important, because once you know how to multiply the numbers from 0 to 10 times each other, then you can do anything you want. If I said, what's 17 times 51, you could do that. And if I said, make up two numbers for me.
Well, 17 times 24?
Yeah, you can do that. Can you believe that?
Whoa.
Whoa, just from what you learned from your multiplication table. So we're going to learn about this later on, but I just wanted to show you today, before we went on our field trip, that you now know how to multiply any two numbers you want, just from that multiplication table you made yesterday. Is that pretty excited?
Yeah.
Does it feel like your brain is kind of heavy from all that stuff that's in there now?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Good job.